Hey everybody, we're going to be looking at classifying rational numbers today. This is just a page that's already been completed for you, but it really does help explain how to classify rational numbers. So we're going to get started by looking at the first little section. So we're going to look at A. If someone is from Houston, then they are from Texas. Is that true? Well, yes, I can see Houston here, and it's in this big box here that says Texas. So this is where we're going to be talking about whole numbers. So that's where whole numbers are going to live. It's just a way for you to look at it. You might think of it as that's Brownsboro, and then we have Henderson County, and then we have Texas. So if you live in Brownsboro, you are a part of Henderson County. But if you live in Henderson County, that doesn't mean you live in Brownsboro. See the difference? Okay, so also B, is someone from Harris County also from Houston? If you are from Harris County, we just talked about this with Brownsboro and Henderson County. If you're from Harris County, you might not necessarily live in Houston. You might live in another city that's in Harris County. All right, look at the very last section. It says if someone is from Austin, then which part of the diagram do they belong in? So if they're from Austin, they're going to live in Texas. Now we're going to look at the bottom. It says the number system classifies, and that's what we're doing. We're classifying numbers based on their type and characteristics. What are whole numbers? They're going to talk about what whole numbers are, and they're also going to give you some examples of those. Whole numbers are the set of all positive counting numbers starting with 0. That's important. It starts with 0. Examples are 0, 4, 7, 14. Those are all whole numbers. Those are just numbers that you would count with. Those are just your everyday numbers that we use all the time. The next section that we're going to talk about is integers. This set of whole numbers, it is the whole numbers, and it's also their opposites. So it's the very opposite of the whole number. Like if you had the number 7, the opposite would be -7. So it's the set of whole numbers and whatever their opposites are. So you're going to see negatives in this set. Next, we're going to be looking at rational numbers. Numbers that can be written as fractions, terminating decimals, and repeating decimals. So they gave us some examples: -5 6/10, 3/4, and the last one is 3 1/6. Those are all examples of rational numbers. So rational numbers are going to include a lot of different numbers. You're going to see lots of different examples of those with the fractions and the decimals. On the bottom section, it says label the different parts of the number system or the number system diagram below. It's got whole, integer, and rational. So we're looking at the whole numbers and just kind of a quick little review on the whole numbers. They are just a small section of what's there. And the integers are a little bit of a bigger section. They come next. And then we have the rational numbers. Okay. So I want you to think about all of those things that we've talked about so far. Whole numbers, think about that like it's Brownsboro. Those are your counting numbers. And then I want you to think about integers. That's your number. That is your number and it's negative, like the whole number and the negative. It's the opposite that goes with it. And then your rational numbers, Those are the numbers that can be written as fractions, they're terminating decimals, and they're also repeating decimals. So I hope that was something that could help you guys. Thank you.